We're at home Stairlift today, and I want to talk a bit about living in place, living in the community. That's a big story. We hear it a lot about seniors, but it's not always about seniors. But everybody likes to be in their own home, be comfortable, have their stuff around, not have to go somewhere where they don't want to live and that sort of thing. And that's kind of, especially with COVID now, we're seeing that a lot. But right in front of me is really stopping a lot of people from enjoying a lot of their life, and that is stairs. It's hard to get up and down the stairs, and they just doesn't work for them. But today we're going to give you some examples of how things can work. So first of all, I want to talk to Mo here at Stairlift, and Mo's going to just tell us a little bit about a lot of people have thought about it, but they've just not even bothered looking into getting a stair lift just because of a variety of things. They think it's too much work. They think it's too expensive. So what's happening?
Yeah, so a lot of people just assume that stair lifts are meant for seniors and maybe for children or other age groups it might not be an option, but that's not the case here. We have a special guest here today. Her name is Kushi. She's a young girl that we met earlier in the year. Her family was looking for a solution to get her up and down safely. They reached out to us. We went over a lot of options, something that's going to work for her not only now, but as she grows as well. We actually sourced some funding options for them as well, and one of the main ones that are funding this project for her is Easter Seals. They're getting some of the funding through that. There's additional funding that they're pursuing right now, and hopefully we can have something for her by the end of the year.
Okay. Before we talk to Kushi, I want to ask you, is it a big deal to install something like this in the home? Because it seems to be a big deal.
Right, so it's not a big deal. We've never come across a staircase that we cannot fit with the stair lift. It's just a matter of finding out what's the most suitable for your space. We do have 6 different options, and we'll make sure to find something that's suitable for not only your space, but also the user.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to go talk to Kushi now, okay? Because I want to get her take on what's going on, because there's a good opportunity for her as well. Hello, Kushi, how are you?
Good.
You're good? Got Dad with us right here too as well. So tell me a little bit about the stair lift and what it's going to be doing for you, helping you at home.
The stair lift will help me by getting up and down, and to get downstairs and upstairs, and so if I go downstairs, I can have fun because my dad made a home theater downstairs in the basement.
A home theater in the basement. I think you're spoiled, aren't you?
Yeah.
So tell me just your thoughts on being able to do things for yourself and not having to have other people help you and be around all the time, to being able to be cushy. Tell me a bit about that. You enjoy being able to do things on your own?
Yeah, because it's just a little boring when other people like always support you, and it's way funner if you like do it independently, and yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you keep that thought with you your whole life, because you'll do very well no matter what you want to do. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Okay, that's a look at things for now. We'll be back here at Home Stairlift in just a few minutes. We'll talk a bit more about, I guess the big thing is in installations and funding and you know, does it fit in my house? Will it fit in my life? All this coming up this morning here on Morning Live. We're back at Home Stairlift, and in this segment, we're going to talk a bit about the expansion of business, which is great to hear. And but first of all, Allison is going to tell us a little bit about what you guys are giving back to the community.
So what we did this year is we wanted to give back to the community. So we offered a free stair lift giveaway. So what you had to do was you had to write in and tell us why someone you love, your neighbor, a family member, was in need of a stair lift. So we received hundreds of letters from the community, and we received a lot of letters that were not within our region that we serviced. Mm-hmm. So we've given away one this year, the Very Happy Family, and we're going to continue doing this next year. We're going to continue doing it every year. We really want to give back.
And you'll certainly give hundreds of letters for that. And the popularity of Stairlift now is a lot of people are looking at it. I want to bring in Alexandra. So tell us a bit about your situation, because suddenly this organization, which is more centered in the Mississauga, Brampton area, now is getting calls from Hamilton and Brantford and Niagara. So you come on the scene. So tell us a little bit about what's happened with you and what you've seen so far.
So we've seen great growth in the GT area, but since then we've had so many calls from Hamilton, Brantford, Dundas, St. Catharines, Grimsby. So I came on board with Home Stairlift, and I manage the west end of the city, the Hamilton, St. Catharines area. Such a huge population of seniors, people with mobility issues. So we're so happy to be there to help those with smaller staircases, curved, straight, whatever. We have the solution for you.
Because every situation is unique. I wouldn't think there's one size fits all.
Absolutely. It's individual. We give you free consultations with no obligation. We can help you find a solution for your stairs. We tell you about funding, tax credits, and just give you an idea of what you could do and how you can get your shower back up and running again.
Okay, so is there any particular question that comes out, first of all, when people say, I want to look at this, but I'm only dipping my toe in just a little bit? Is there any particular questions that come up all the time?
Well, just you want to think about your future in your home. So there are, the question is really the question of time, because usually when you call us, you're ready to go upstairs and take that shower. So you just got to ask yourself, how long do I want to be downstairs, and how quickly do I want to get up there? We give you free, quick assessments to give you all your information, and then you can make the right decision for you and your home and your family.
Okay, sounds good. So getting instant answers, getting things on the go. We're going to have a look at an installation actually coming up in the next little while, how it's done, and it's not quite as intricate as it may look here. It's not that big a deal, I'm told. So we'll be back here at Home Stairlift in just a few minutes, and thanks for being with us here on Morning Live. We are back at Home Stairlift and talking everything about mobility and helping you get around your house better. And the best thing about it is to stay in place and have a quality life. And joining me again in this segment is Allison. And Allison is the sales and marketing manager here in this business that's really booming, as we found out in our last segment. So I want to know about the equipment. Is it new? Is it used? Do you rent it? Do you buy it? How does it all work?
So we have something for everyone here. You can buy a stair lift, you can rent a stair lift. We're the only company in Canada that rents curved stair lifts. You can buy new or you can buy pre-owned. We also have try before you buy. And we also have a buyback policy. So once you no longer need the stair lift, we will buy it back from you for a percentage of what you paid. So we'll come, dismantle it, take it out of your house, and give you a little bit of money back for what it's worth.
Okay, for the last little while now, Justin has been working behind me here, and I am just going to interrupt him for a second. Justin, will you just give me a quick second here before you finish up?
Of course. Actually,
putting up news? You just finished? Perfect. Okay, so just tell me a little bit about your side of things. It looks like there's a lot of metal involved in here. Is it that big a deal to put this into your house?
So it's actually really simple. You have a straight rail. It sits on there. A lot of people like to think that it screws onto the wall. Really, it just sits here on the stairs. We load on the carriage, footrest, chair, and when you're ready to go, turn her on, and it's as simple as you can imagine. Push the control left and right, and it's already good to go.
Now, is this a long procedure? Do they need you need a couple of days to put in? Come on down here. Did you need a couple of days to put this in, or how does it work?
So for a straight lift, good conditions, we can have it installed in your house in less than an hour. It's really not invasive. We don't make a mess. There's no major construction. It sits on. We do our work. We'll show you how it works before you go, and we're done.
Yeah, I was noticing probably the thing that I noticed most about it was that it doesn't go on the wall, because you would think that once you want to take it out, you've got this huge mess to worry about. But it's right on the stairs. That's kind of neat.
Well, it sits on the stairs. That's why gravity's doing most of the work. It's sitting flat. Everything is as sturdy as you can be. They have a high weight capacity. You don't have to worry about it pulling out your wall, your studs, your drywall, nothing like that.
Okay. Any houses you've come up against that you haven't been able to do the job?
Not really. I mean, you got tile stairs, you got concrete stairs. We find a way to do it.
Okay. All right, I'll let you get back at it. I know you're busy here, and he's on the clock too, of course. Home Stairlift. We're going to talk more about that, and there's a special offer coming up in our next segment for Morning Live viewers. So if you're looking for mobility help here in your home, staying there longer, enjoying your life a little bit better, we're going to talk about that here when we come back in a few minutes. We're back here at Home Stairlift, and remember last segment I promised you that we would have a special deal for CH Morning Live viewers, because again these whole segments today have been about having a better quality of life and existing in your own community, your own home, and being able to stay in place, which everybody wants to do right now. And I want to bring in Les Molnar, and Les is going to give us more about what's going on with the business, and I know it's expanding. We talked a bit about that earlier, but just tell me a little bit about things from your side of things, because you are a sales assessor. What does that mean?
Just briefly, Home Stairlift is a wholly owned Canadian company. We've been in business 12 years now, and we service the whole CHCH area in Ontario. We bring in all kinds of stair lifts from all over the world to meet the needs of people and give them choices. You can see by our showroom here, Steve, that wide variety of stair lifts. In terms of a sales assessor, we go into a person's home and assess their needs, their abilities, and what they can do.
Because every situation is unique, isn't it?
Yes, yes, and that's what we like, because we give people choices. Not everybody has the same physical needs. Not everybody has the same budget. Not everybody has the same personal preferences. You may feel more comfortable in this seat, or somebody else may feel more comfortable in that seat, and we give them choices on there.
Okay. And now the big elephant in the room is, okay, it looks good. I want to be able to go upstairs and have a shower, go upstairs and actually sleep in my bedroom and without a big deal or taking a long time to get upstairs or needing help to get upstairs.
Right.
Kushi, we talked to earlier, likes the fact that she can be on her own and do her own thing. She doesn't have to have other people boring her with them being around too. That's kind of a neat way to take it. So just tell me a bit about funding. That's the elephant in the room. How do I pay for this thing is what people are going to say.
Funding is a key aspect, because when you look at straight stair lifts, they're in the $3,200, $3,500 range. When you get into curved stair lifts, they're in the more $12,000 or $15,000 or $17,000 range. That's a big hit on your pocketbook.
Right.
So funding can be a major area of concern. And I always encourage people, Steve, to look at some immediate sources, such as maybe their medical insurance. Provide some way of funding in terms of rentals or partial payments. Look at the associations that their say disability is linked to. Multiple sclerosis, check the MS Association, Heart and Stroke Foundation. Check out these different associations, and maybe they can fund a little bit, maybe they can fund lots, it depends, but check them out. The main source of funding in Ontario is through Ontario March of Dimes. March of Dimes is a national charity, and they get government funds, and they rely a lot on donations from people like you and I. And one of the things they fund, fortunately, is stair lifts.
Okay, that's good. So there's ample opportunity to do things. Quickly now, you do have a special deal for CH Morning Live viewers.
Yes. For people who are watching this morning, there is a special offer that we have that if you mention this to the assessor that comes into your home between now and October 16th, we have a special that we can put a straight stair lift like you saw this morning into your home for $2,999. That's installed, and there's no tax on stair lifts. That's the great thing about it.
So that's a great deal. So if you want some help with mobility-wise, you want to stay in place, Home Stairlift has got whatever you need, and they'll be here to help you at whatever your situation is. So thanks for letting us come in today. Much appreciated.
Okay, thank you. Take care.